Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into mindful emotions, pulling out the key insights from the material you shared. Our mission really is to unpack this core idea. Emotions, they aren't your enemies, they're more like signals telling you what's important right now. And crucially, realizing that you experience the emotion, you aren't the emotion itself. You have anger, you aren't anger.
Exactly. And what's great about this deep dive, I think, is that we move beyond just, understanding that intellectually. We're going to give you some really clear, practical steps for actually decoding and navigating those signals, turning them from maybe an overwhelming fog into something much clearer, like a guidance system.
Okay, so where do we start? How do we tune in? The sources suggest beginning with an observation exercise. It's basically about paying attention. Which emotions pop up most often for you during the day, and where do you feel them? Is it like a knot in your stomach, tightness in the chest, maybe your throat? And what seems to set them off? What are the triggers? The whole point is just to notice an emotion before it completely takes over, that first moment. And that observation naturally flows into a really practical tool the sources highlight.
Yeah.
The name it exercise. It sounds simple, but when a strong emotion comes up, just name it silently to yourself. Okay, this is anger or sadness or joy or anxiety. Just putting a label on it creates that initial bit of space.
Right, naming it. And it gets more specific too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You name it, then rate how strong it is, say 1 to 10, pinpoint where in your body you feel it, building on that observation you mentioned, and then take 3 slow breaths. The sources really emphasize how this simple act of naming shifts things.
Yeah.
From that sort of confusing fog to a clear signal. What's happening there psychologically?
Well, it's fascinating. Naming it engages your prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of your brain. So it shifts you from just being in the emotion, driven by the amygdala, the reaction center, to observing it. And that space lets you choose a response instead of just reacting automatically. This idea then leads beautifully into the next practice, riding the wave of emotion.
Ah, the wave analogy.
Yeah.
It's such a powerful image, isn't it? Think of the emotion like an ocean wave. It builds up, reaches a peak, and then, this is key, it naturally recedes. The practice is just to watch it, observe it, without trying to push it away or make it go faster, kind of holding the thought, this too shall pass.
And one really practical thing from the sources here, this blew my mind a bit, is that a raw emotion often only lasts about 90 seconds. 90 seconds. If you don't fuel it with more thoughts, that is.
Right. It's the stories we add that keep it going.
Exactly. It's amazing how much extra time we spend with it. So like the mindful case example they give, that maybe you feel irritated when someone interrupts you. Instead of snapping, you could just inwardly note irritation. Okay, a 6 out of 10. Feel warmth in my chest. Breathe. And then calmly get back to the conversation. You let the wave crest and pass.
And there are other supports too. Beyond these main techniques, the sources mention a few interesting extras. Like specific music, they suggest things like Max Richter, Hammock, Ólafur Arnalds pieces that can provide a sort of gentle grounding when things feel intense.
That's interesting. Music can be so powerful. And sometimes it's simpler things too, right? Like engaging your senses. They even mention food, trying something you enjoy and noticing how it shifts your mood. Is it the taste, the texture, a smell, maybe a memory it brings up? Just observing that connection.
Yeah, and there's also this lovely little mini ritual described. When you feel an emotion strongly in one part of your body, you gently place your hand there and just say to yourself with a slow breath, I see you. I am with you. It's a small act of, self-compassion, really.
Yeah.
It can change your relationship with that discomfort. How often do we do that? Give ourselves that comfort?
Probably not often enough. So pulling it all together for you, the listener, what are the takeaways? Consider keeping a simple emotional diary, just jotting down what you felt when. Quick notes. Always remember, an emotion is a signal, not a life sentence. It's information, not your identity. And if one feels really difficult, try asking it gently. What are you trying to tell me?
Absolutely. By doing these things, observing, naming, allowing the wave, you really start to cultivate more control, more clarity inside.
It's like becoming a curious scientist of your own inner world instead of, being pushed around by every feeling. We hope this deep dive has given you some really practical tools for that.
So here's a thought to leave you with as you go about your day. What new awareness might open up if you started truly treating your emotions not as problems, but as valuable signals starting right now? What might you learn?